We are live, baby. We are live. Live and direct, live and direct, live and direct, live and direct. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtalk is in the building. At it with another one, baby. Another one. Yeah, baby. We are live and direct. I mean, you guys already see the title of the live stream. Raw Talk Mobile and Tech. Why do people love US mobile question mark? LOL. Well, I got more breaking news coming out of cricket for you guys, okay? Starting tomorrow, January 29th, the iPhone 13 will be free with a port-in with the Supreme plan. So you're going to get the iPhone 13 completely free starting tomorrow, January 29th, 2026. So completely free. All you got to do is port in your number and you get the iPhone 13 for free on the Supreme plan. And all you got to do is pay the first month, of course, and activation fee and applicable taxes. And you're Gucci. You're good to go. You got an iPhone 13 for free. For free. For free. That reminds me of that movie. It's funny. Download speeds with T-Mobile. They're good. Download speeds with Cricket are good. And I already have used 205 gigs with Cricket, you know? So that's why I kind of laugh at people when they say that US mobile is better than Cricket. I don't think so. Um, my Twitter is on the bio of this channel. So, if you want to show me proof that you have used more than 100 gigs with US mobile, then I want to see it. Because I'm not gullible. I just don't believe somebody saying, yeah, I use this much data without proof. I'm like a judge and jury. I need to see proof. I don't listen to word of mouth. You know, you could be hating on cricket so much you'll sit here and lie and say, yeah, man, I used 700 gigs with the Dark Star plan, and it's really a lie. You know what I'm saying? Where's my cricket phone at? Right here. Well, my iPhone 15 Pro. I could pull up my iPhone 15 Pro right now, turn on the camera, and show you guys exactly how much data I have used with Cricket. Grizzly, shh, hush, buddy. I think only good with US mobile it's that you can switch between networks. That's it. Yeah, you're right. That's the only thing that's good about US mobile. Come on, US mobile supporters, don't leave the live stream. Come on, why you leaving? Because I'm showing you proof that I'm using way more data than you have ever used on your phone. Here you go. Read it and weep. The Cricket app, let it autofocus. My Cricket, what does it say right there? 204.75 gigabytes used. 204.75 gigabytes used on Cricket. Now, when you send me a DMs on Twitter and you show me that you use this amount of data with US Mobile Dark Star Network, then maybe I'll give, somewhat respect with big quotations to US Mobile. But if you can't show me that, then don't talk smack to me, basically. Don't get mad, because I show proof. I don't talk on my butt. And on top of that, after using 204.45 point 204.75 gigs, let's do a speed test on 5G plus. On the Green Star Network. Look at that. Look at that. 238 over. Hold on, it timed out. Sorry about that, guys. Here you go. 238 over 22.7. So 238 over 22.7. So 238 down with a 65 to ping. The ping is kind of high. The jitter's kind of high too at 11. But we're still getting great speeds after using 204.75 gigs on Cricket. And you see the speeds that I'm getting. Okay. So, I feel like this live stream is not for the US mobile lovers. And I'm gonna clearly explain to you why. Because I'm gonna be playing my boy Sneem Mobile Sex Experience with US Mobile. I'm gonna be putting another video from another smaller content creator that had US Mobile for over a year, like a year and 4 months. And he talks about the reason why he left US Mobile to go to Visible. Because US Mobile would drop down to LTE when he would use more than 30 gigs. So right there, they're not even network management. They're kicking you off of 5G plus. They're kicking you off of low band 5G and stripping you bare bone to LTE. So that's why instead of like yesterday, I got backlash from some new viewers to my channel because these guys I never seen them before, and they're not trolls. They just like US Mobile. But you can't defend a company because you're having a great experience in your area. You get what I'm saying? I recommend Cricket because Cricket runs on AT&T, and everybody else that has tested Cricket has had a positive experience with Cricket. You get what I'm saying? They haven't had a negative one. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I recommend Cricket. But I wouldn't be recommending US Mobile if it was working great here, but yet not working great in Chicago, or not working great in Florida, or not working great in Las Vegas, not working great in California. You know what I'm saying? It's your carrier, you pick your carrier based on affordability, what phones they carry, and how reliable is the call quality and the internet. And to me, Cricket passes all them check marks. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like with T-Mobile Business. T-Mobile Business passes all them check marks. All I heard on YouTube since last year is negative stuff. Okay. If you look up on this great platform that is an honor for me to be on. So thank you, YouTube, for having me on here. Seriously. Um, if you look up on this platform, why people leave US Mobile, and they'll tell you their videos have thousands of views. So that's how I know that US Mobile's popular and it has its fan base because the guy, oh man, what you talking about? You're just talking junk about you. He was like, no, I'm not. I'm not talking junk about US Mobile, guys. I'm telling you my trade up experience. When I went over 30 gigs of data on the Dark Star network, on the Dark Star plan, my data dropped all the way on my iPhone, all the way down to LTE. And mine doesn't even drop to LTE at all. It goes from 5G plus to low band 5G, not all the way down to LTE. Because at that point, you're basically not even doing any type of network management. You're just stripping people down to the bone. You're giving them old technology from 2016, and we're in 2026. So you're giving them technology that's more than a decade old on a phone because they're using more than 30 gigs. So you guys need to understand that this is the biggest thing that you US mobile fans need to understand. US Mobile is not owned by AT&T. US Mobile is its own entity. US Mobile doesn't own their own network. Okay? They don't own their own network. So you cannot compare them to Cricket. Cricket is owned by AT&T. like I let you guys hear yesterday. They got bought back in 2014, and it finalized in 2015. Okay, they were allowed to absorb Cricket, AT&T. So back then, okay, back then. So what does that mean? That they get the full access of the AT&T network, and they don't have to pay for nothing because they're owned by AT&T. That's like Metro by T-Mobile. Listen to the name, Metro by T-Mobile. Full access to the network, no problems. Visible by Verizon. The same thing as Total Wireless, which they should have just kept it Total by Verizon, because now when you get Total service, it says Verizon on the little icon on your phone, on the display, on the icon next to the bars. So, you know, US Mobile cannot compete. What's good, OG Tech? What's good, bro? They don't have their own network. Total has their own network. It's the Verizon network. Cricket has their own network. It's the AT&T network. Metro has their own network. It's the T-Mobile network. So, like I said in this live stream, I don't plan to offend nobody, but I have to I have to, wake you up. Seriously, I have to wake you up, because by you going to bat for US Mobile, it's like if you guys were getting paid by US Mobile. You get what I'm saying? Like if US Mobile was cutting you a check and saying, defend us against any YouTuber and we're going to give you this amount of money. Look, I'm getting 180 down on fast.com with Cricket. 180 down. So it's just not a comparison. I'm comparing them for YouTube purposes because you guys want to compare these companies, not me. You guys, the ones that came in my live stream yesterday and were like, oh, well, I don't care about free phones. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. You know, I care about the service. So how can you care about service that you're being lied to? And the FCC should really do something about this, because under their own terms and conditions, well, not under the terms and conditions, but under the big print of usmobile.com, it says unlimited hotspot. When it's not unlimited, you're going to get 50 gigs. You're going to get 100 gigs at 8 megs, another 100 gigs at, well, I'm sorry, 100 megs at 5G plus speeds, another 100 megs at 8 megs, and another 50 megs at 3G speeds. And then after that, you just run out of hotspot. Okay. Visible gives you unlimited hotspot at either 5 megs on the Visible plan, 10 megs on the Visible Plus plan, or 15 megs per second on the Visible Pro Plus Pro plan. Okay. So you're getting truly unlimited hotspot, not fake unlimited hotspot that only gives you 250 gigs. Okay. Um, Look up Sneed, my homie, Sneed Mobile Tech. He even talks about it, how people have used even 1 terabyte to 2 terabytes on visible hotspot. We're talking about 2,000 gigs on hotspot. 2,000 gigs. Can you use 2,000 gigs with a hotspot on US Mobile? Because they only give you 250 gigs. They have to pay Verizon, they have to pay AT&T, they have to pay T-Mobile for accessing their network. And that's what you guys need to understand. Okay? They're renting the towers from AT&T. They don't own the towers from AT&T. They're renting the service. And that's why they're an MVNO, because they rent the service. Now, there's a difference when you're an MVNO that's not owned by AT&T, and then when you're an MVNO that's owned by AT&T, like Cricket. Cricket doesn't have to rent jet crap because they're owned by AT&T. Now, how can you expect the Dark Star network plan to be better than the Supreme plan from Cricket? It's just beyond me. Like, you really have to sit there and use your brain. Like, if you're smoking weed, stop smoking weed. Stop popping pills. Stop doing drugs. I'm serious. If you really are, because you can't compare a plan that costs $11 more of an auto pay. I gotta put auto pay because I'm doing auto pay, and that's how much I pay, $55 for the Supreme plan. Okay, so and you pay 44 after your basically 1 year discount, and you had to port in your number to get that piece of crap discount from US Mobile. So you're paying 35, okay, plus taxes and fees. I'll pay 45, I mean, sorry, 55 with plus taxes and fees with auto pay. $11 more than you, because you'll pay 44 and I'll pay 55, $11 more than you, and I get way more perks than you. Do you get 150 gigs of cloud storage included in your premium plan from US Mobile? No, the hell you don't. Do you get HBO Max included with your $44 premium plan? No, you don't. So do I need to say any more? No. You don't get no perks. What perks do you get? Calling to Canada and Mexico? Okay. Those are good perks. The Supreme Plan has that too. But let's say if you're not Canadian and you're not Mexican, how does that benefit you have them perks? Just asking. If you're Puerto Rican like me, or you're white or you're black, you're Caucasian or you're African American, to be more professional, um, it doesn't benefit you at all. It only benefits the people that are Canadian, like Drake, and people that are Mexican, like my Mexican friends. But it doesn't benefit anyone else. So that's not a perk in general. When you're a US based company, you got to cater to everybody, not just a certain demographic. So, which is great, that, they do cater to Mexico. I think that's awesome. Even Canada. I'm just saying US Mobile's not catering to everybody, in layman's terms, so you can understand more, because sometimes people get lost in my words and I'm trying to be, as best and as specific as I can be so everybody can understand. That US Mobile, okay, with US Mobile, they're not giving you no perks. Okay. The Supreme plan gives you 150 gigs of Google, I mean, of their own storage. Plus, they give you HBO Max, which I watched the new movie that Rock made, The Machine, that UFC fighter. I think he's Brazilian from Brazil or something. That he used to work indie before UFC got big, and he was 6'1" and weighed like 250. The dude looked like a monster. So the Rock had to get really big. Can you watch that movie with your US Mobile 70, your little premium plan? No, duh, Alex. No, I can't watch that movie. That's a stupid question. And no, I don't get 150 gigs of storage either. So I need you to sit there and stop smoking weed for a second, because I know a lot of people smoke weed and that clouds your judgment when you're making financial decisions and other decisions depending on your character. Okay. And you need to stop and really put the blunt down and be like, hold on, he's right. He's paying $11 more than me. He's on Cricket, which is owned by AT&T. He gets 50 gigs of hotspot. He gets the same cost in Canada and Mexico, unlimited, and he could travel to Canada and Mexico because I could and call back to the United States. Like if I was in the United States, if I ever decide to travel there. And he also has HBO Max included and 150 gigs of storage. But yet with US Mobile, I don't get none of that. And that's just a fact, guys. I need to open up your eyes because listen, last year I used to be very disrespectful when I would talk about people being naive and thinking that one carrier is better than another when it's clearly not. I mean, if you rather pay that $12 to what's it called? If you rather pay that $12 a month to HBO Max just to have your crappy US mobile, and you rather pay that 4.99 to Google, for 200 to iCloud for 200 gigs, then be my guest. That's a total of $17 right there alone. $17 there alone that you're paying separately. And then if you have an Android, it's a whole different story. If you have an Android, then you're paying Google. You're paying Google one for 1 terabyte, $10 a month, 9.99 plus your HBO Max subscription. So you're really blowing money. You're not saving money by having US mobile. You're blowing money, and that is a fact. Because all you need to do is listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. You know you pay for extra storage. Don't even sit there and lie and say, "No, I don't pay for extra storage." Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay? I pay for extra storage on my iPhone. So yeah, the only one that I could get free storage, 150 gigs of free storage is right here on Cricket. I don't get that from T-Mobile, but I get other perks from T-Mobile. I get 100 gigs of high speed hotspot on business. Then it goes down to 3G speeds. I get Netflix on us. I get truly unlimited data. I get roaming in 100 plus countries. So I get a lot of perks from T-Mobile. A lot of perks. I get AAA free for a year. So I'll stick with Metro, Total, and Red Pocket. Yeah. I mean, even Red Pocket, Booker Jones is way better than piece of crap US mobile. You gotta call, and Metro definitely craps all over US mobile. It really does. Really does. It truly, really does. People need to understand that US mobile is not the best prepaid. What's up, Joseph? What's up, bro? It's really not, guys. You guys are being bamboozled and blinded because you hear other people saying, "Oh man, the cricket, I mean, the US mobile service is the bomb." No, the heck it is not. The US mobile service is dumpster fire trash that after 1 year you're gonna be paying $44. I bet any amount of money, all the people that were in here yesterday mad at me because I was speaking facts about US mobile and I showed how anti-competitive they are compared to Metro and Cricket and Boost. Um, well, really, I showed Metro and Cricket and the free phones you get with them. Um, they got mad at me. I bet any amount of money. What's up, Walter? I bet any amount of money when their bill goes up to $44 this month, this year, this month, this year. Some of you guys this month, you are going to leave US Mobile. I can guarantee that shit. Man, I'm paying $9 more. Alex is right. Man, give me. You know how? Two people. Listen, more than two people already left US Mobile, went to Visible, and came to Cricket. And you're gonna ask me, how do you know they left US Mobile? Because they use my referral codes. They use my referral to save $20 on Visible, and I got like 4 new members on my referrals. It shows me US Mobile show. I mean, sorry, no disrespect, Visible. Visible shows me, and then also Cricket showed me that I got 2 new referrals. So people are leaving US Mobile. You know, whether the fanboys like it or not, they're leaving. And you can't really say nothing because you're not paying their bill. People are actually paying attention to me. People actually saying, you know what, this guy's not talking trash. He's being honest. US Mobile's not competitive. I mean, look, they don't even list how many subscribers they got, how many customers they got. They keep all that information private. US Mobile robbed my mother in the lowest every month. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. I wouldn't let my mom have US Mobile. I don't care if US Mobile can switch between all three carriers. That don't mean nothing to me. I mean, jack crap to me. That's crazy, bro. If US Mobile grabbed my cat. Oh shit, bro, you made me choke. That's funny. US Mobile says too many lies. Yeah, they do. They definitely do, bro. They lie too much. You're right about that. Way too much. Listen, this is what I need you guys to understand. Back in 2024, about to be 2 years ago, when US Mobile launched the Dark Star plan back in 2024, it was truly unlimited. Okay. Then, after they seen the terabytes that people were using, right? Terabyte after terabyte after terabyte, 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, 3,000 gigs, 4,000 gigs. They said, "Oh, no, no, no! We gotta pay this back to AT&T. What is we doing?" And that's when the CEO of US Mobile, which, like I said, I don't know if he's Korean or nothing. He's Oriental, so I can be respectful. Oriental guy came on Reddit and was like, "Oh, we're still unlimited, but you can't abuse the network that way. We gotta pay T-Mobile." And he had backlash from it. People were like, "Oh, you're a effing liar. How do you claim to have unlimited internet? But if I use 2 terabytes of hotspot, you guys shut me down. If I use 2 terabytes of on internet, on phone internet, you guys shut me down." So guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So how can they claim unlimited when um when they're lying? When they are lying, they can't claim unlimited. They really can't. You can't claim to have unlimited data, and then because a lot of people start using the US Mobile Dark Star plan and start charging up thousands that you got to pay back to AT&T, and then say no, we no longer. Just speak facts. Be honest. Put it in your terms and conditions. Once you go over a certain amount of gigs, you will be slowed down. Be transparent. Don't be a liar. Be transparent. Do not be a liar. Be transparent. And to me, honesty is the best policy. And I got the titanium card, but this one doesn't work because remember, oh yeah, and after the live stream, uh Uber refunded me my money. They refunded me my money. They actually gave me more money back. So see, I don't have to have 100,000 subscribers, guys. Like I always tell you guys, I really don't. Uber gave me my money back. They gave me my money back. Uber gave me my money back. They refunded my card. But sadly, since this is the first one that I ordered, you see it's titanium. It's the new Chime titanium card that gives you unlimited 1.5% cash back. You see it says Chime. This is the card that Jason Momoa, the Aquaman, be recommending in them commercials. Sadly, it doesn't work because Chime reported those tips as fraud. And well, anyway, I filed the dispute and it was a no contest basically. I filed the dispute and it was no contest. Like, uh Basically, Uber was like, "Ah, let's just refund him this money," and they refunded me the money. Mhm. I mean, you heard me talking to him. I'm live streaming. They were like, "Hold on, man, let's get over to corporate. Give this dude his effing money." But I'm not taking that live stream down. You know why? Because they should have never allow their Uber drivers to go back into your account and to add their own tip. A tip is supposed to be added by you. When the app tells you, "Oh, do you want to add a tip? Give a tip to Joseph, Jessica, whoever picked you up and dropped you off," and it's your discretion to say, "Yeah, I'm gonna give this person a tip." But what they did was no, a no, no. They sat here and try to take a $20 tip when I never authorized that shit. So, sadly, I wanted to keep the same card number. I had it for years, and sadly, this card is no good. This titanium card. I gotta wait for the new one. The new one doesn't get here till next month. Well, supposedly next month, because this one was supposed to get here on the first, and it got here today. So hopefully, the new one gets here next Monday, the second or the third. Uber delivers a submission. Well, I mean, Uber does Uber Eats, and it's Uber. What I caught was a Uber to the hospital, and the guy he decided to get his own tip. But yeah, guys, back to U.S. Mobile. U.S. Mobile is no good, man. I'm telling you. And look, my referral code for Visible and Cricket are in the community tab on this channel. They're both there. So in case you guys want to, you know, get yourself a new service provider that's better than the piece of crap that you got right now. And that's a fact. I'm not joking. Tito. I know Tito. Tito named his channel now Tito E. He switched it from Tito Escobar to Tito E. Tito, homie, you got to pick a name and stay with it, broski. You know, it's kind of when you switch. I noticed this that when you switch your name on YouTube too many times, the algorithm goes crazy and it doesn't recommend your channel to more people. So mine's is staying permanently where's it at? You know, I remember that was my name on. I still got a Facebook under that name, Alex Escobar. I made that Facebook back in 2017. So years ago, almost a decade ago. And I didn't really use it because, a lot of people in Colombia love Pablo Escobar, but a lot of people hate him. He wasn't the nicest guy. So, that's why I was like, I didn't use that Facebook like that no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to do my research before I, you know, put something on social media that could hurt my image. Luck, Alex, at the visible plans. Good deals, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. And I made the video. It's ending in 5 days. Matter of fact, let's look at the visible plans right now. I got the window open on this side. Let's go to visiborder.com, visible.com. So now we got 5 days and 4 hours, guys. This is way better service than what you got right now with US Mobile. And you don't even got you look. You don't even got to port in your phone line to get this service. You don't even got to port in your plan. I mean, port in your number to get this deal for 26 months. While Piece of Crap US Mobile's giving you 12 months and you get to pick the plan. It says most popular, visible, $19 a month for the next 26 months. Save $6. Grizzly, unlimited 5G, which this is low band 5G, of course. Unlimited 5G talk and text. Unlimited mobile hotspot at 5 megs per second. Unlimited text and text, talk and text from the US to Canada and Mexico. Then the Visible Plus plan. And look, taxes and fees included, of course. Visible Plus Pro, it says best value. Visible Plus, $26 for the next 26 months, a savings of $9. You get unlimited premium data on the Verizon 5G ultra wideband network. You're also getting unlimited hotspot data at speeds up to 10 megs, 2 times faster than the Visible plan. Unlimited talk and text to Canada and Mexico, plus 2 gigs of data while in Canada and Mexico. Coverage with, hold on, let's just save it down here. Okay. It says coverage while traveling at up to 140 countries, 1 day per month included. Okay. So look at that. Then we got the Visible Plus Pro plan, which is the one that I got. $12 savings for the next 26 months without switch. Do you see anywhere right here where it says switch? New lines only. Well, it is for new lines only. If you're an existing customer, you can't get this. But what I'm saying is, you don't see nothing that says switch to get this offer. Unlimited premium data on the Verizon 5G ultra wideband network. Unlimited mobile hotspot data speeds at up to 15 megs, 3 times faster than Visible and Visible Plus plan. Unlimited talk and text to Canada and Mexico, plus 2 gigs of data while in Canada and Mexico. Call from the US to 85 countries, text messages to 200 countries. Coverage the hold on coverage with traveling 140 countries, 2 days per month, and smartwatch service included. So whether you have a Samsung watch or Apple Watch, you can activate it and you won't pay jack crap for it. Okay, so that's what you call value. Unlimited hotspot, 500 minutes to call Dominican Republic, because I have called Dominican Republic. 500 minutes to Costa Rica, Colombia, and all that. That's all included in the Visible Plus Pro plan. So the Visible Plus Pro plan craps all over the US mobile plan. And it's only $1 more. When you finish your measly 12 months of discounts on US mobile, Grizzly, be quiet, bro. You wanted to be here. Yeah. You're not gonna go downstairs and fight with Shadow, bro. So anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by my hairy son, um, you're getting more perks for $1 more than with US mobile for $44. This is $45 with taxes included, and it's $33 for the next 26 months. Okay. So you won't, if you get it right now in January, which you have to because you got 5 days left. If you get it right now today, January 28th, 2026, your deal won't end till January 28th of 2028. Okay. And look at all the perks you're getting. Truly unlimited hotspot at up to 15 megs per second. Unlimited calls to Canada and Mexico. Roaming while Canada and Mexico. 2 gigs per day to roam to go over 140 countries. Calls to 85 different countries. And them countries include Santo Domingo, DR, of course, Costa Rica, Colombia, Guatemala, Peru, Ecuador, Salvador, and I know because I already called all these countries. So it covers Central and South America. Okay. And it also has Japan, Korea, China, um, and other countries. Okay. So you're getting that from a $45 plan. What are you getting for $44 with US Mobile? Because I'm scratching my head still, and you can see me scratching my head. Nada! You're not getting none of them perks. You're getting fake unlimited hotspot. 100 gigs at 5G plus speeds, then 100 gigs at 8 megs, then 50 gigs at the rest of 3G, and then no data at all. So you're better off, if you don't like Cricket, then you're better off with US Mobile. Be on the Verizon network. Verizon is the real Dark Star network, okay? It made no sense for them to make that plan because this is what's so dumb about US Mobile, right? What are Verizon's colors? Black and red. What are AT&T's colors? Blue. What are T-Mobile's colors? Pink. So why would you make a new plan with AT&T and call it the Dark Star Network when it's not the Dark Star Network? The Dark Star Network is Verizon. Okay? So if you want a better experience than you have and more perks than you have with piece of shit US Mobile, you come to Visible. And the great thing is that at the end of this live stream, or if you go right now, if you want to switch and leave right now US Mobile while I'm live streaming, go to my community tab and you will see my what do you call that? My Visible referral code. And you'll save $20 on your second month of Visible. So that means instead of paying 33 again on your second month on February, you'll pay 13. Instead of paying 26 on your second month of Visible in February, you will pay $6. And if you get the Visible plan, which is $19, instead of paying $19 on your second month, you will pay $5. So that's the great thing about Visible. Unless you stack discount code on top of discount code. And I think that's awesome. So salute to Visible, salute to Verizon. Verizon is the real Dark Star network. That is the real Dark Star network, not AT&T. AT&T has no man. I don't even want to talk. All right, let's just keep it a buck. AT&T ain't got none on Verizon. Nothing, 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 nothing. AT&T millimeter wave. We have it here in Trenton, and it's not even turned on. So it makes no damn sense. And I got the videos to prove it from 2024 and 2025 in the summer. Look it up. Me trying to act, it's called speed testing AT&T millimeter wave on Cricket. And nothing, 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 nothing. So yeah, the real Dark Star network, the Verizon network. So you get unlimited premium on the Visible Plus and Visible Plus Pro. You get unlimited premium LTE, low band 5G, C band, which is 5G UW, and ultra wideband. Okay, so you get all three, well, all four, because even low band 5G, all four technologies included for $33 for the next 2 years, baby. So Visible is where it's at. All right, Visible is where it's at. Visible craps all over US Mobile. Craps all over US Mobile. They take a dump on US Mobile. Huh? Let me let Grizzly out, man, because he's driving me crazy. And let Shadow come back upstairs. No te vayas a pelear. Come on, Shadow. Come on. It's your name. Down, Grizzly. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. You're the one who wants to cry and go downstairs. Go. It's okay, Shadow. You're in the room with me now. Ignore Grizzly, Shadow. Ignore Grizzly. Come here. Come here, Shalala. Come here. Come here, Shalala. Shadow's back in the room with me. So yeah, guys. So the truth is the truth. U.S. Mobile ain't got nothing on Visible. Visible doesn't need to switch all through all three networks. You know why? Because it's on the Verizon network. That's why. It's on the Verizon network. So when you're on the Verizon network, you don't need to switch it between three carriers. You really don't. I mean, to me, T-Mobile's really reliable too. So Metro is really reliable. I'm just saying if you want to stay on freaking the AT&T network, then you go to the Green Star network. Cricket. You go to Cricket. You come to Cricket to the Green Star network and you pay that $55 a month. And look at what it says right here. Unlimited high speed data. Unlimited high speed data. Nationwide 5G, 50 gigs of data, HBO Max included with ads, 150 gigs of cloud storage, unlimited text messaging from the US to 200 plus countries, use in Mexico, hold on, Mexico and Canada, unlimited calls to and text messages from the US to Mexico and Canada. So there you go. Who has more perks for $11 more? I'll pay the $11 more. Not even joking. I'll pay the $11 more and get the supreme plan. US Mobile's trash. Alex, Cricket canceled me because I watched so much TV with my phone. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Alex, I used over 2 terabytes on Cricket and they canceled me. Well, I don't know. I mean that is a lot. That is a lot of data, bro. Two that you're talking about 2,000 gigs, bro. 2,000 gigs. I don't think I can use that. I had to speed test like crazy just to get to 100 and 204 gigs. So I mean, I believe you. If you said that you use two terabytes and they can't and you know they considered you a network abuser. But if you listen, if you watch 2,000 gigs of movies, I don't think they would kick you off the network. To be completely honest, you got to be downloading like random files and doing stuff that AT&T doesn't like. Now I switch my internet to T-Mobile business phone, and now I use 4 terabytes on T-Mobile. Oh shit. Well, I mean, yeah, T-Mobile business, they ain't gonna say nothing. They not is a business account, so that's understandable. But prepaid. Shoot. When if you want to stay on the AT&T network because you're used to it and it's the best that works in your area, Cricket is the way to go. Cricket is the way to go. For real. Cricket is definitely the way to go. Cricket is the way to go. Most definitely, guys. Cricket is the way to go. You want to be on Cricket, So, so like I said, guys, starting tomorrow, the new deal on Cricket is the iPhone 13 for free with a port and in store and the Supreme plan. So the plan that I just showed you guys. So you'll get the iPhone 13 for free. I like the fact that Cricket is competing. Now all they need to do is have better deals for upgrades because they only give you discount on refurbished phones. Me personally, if it ain't brand new, I'm not buying it. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You guys don't have to be like me. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. Me personally, if the phone ain't brand new, I'm not buying it. I don't like getting refurbished phones. Look at this. So I think this one's gonna drop down to 29.99. The 16E. I'm just assuming, but this one is definitely gonna be free starting tomorrow. And this one is the end of the cycle. The Moto Edge is being discontinued by Cricket. The Moto Edge 2025, the Moto G, the Stylus, and the rest of the Moto G lineup. So the cycle's over. hmm It's crazy how in the United States, the flagship for Motorola is the Razr. This phone right here. This is Motorola's flagship, the Razr, a flip phone. To me, that's mad disrespectful because not everybody likes flip phones. Motorola. They should have came in with a mid ranger, for Motorola. Motorola needs to change their game before they end up being gone in the dust. You got what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. What they're doing is just I don't agree with it. I seriously don't agree with what Motorola is doing in the US. One of their biggest markets. It's just dumb. Motor keep it in the wrong thing. Motorola.com. See? See? And this is their flagship in the United States. It's crazy. Oh shit, they got the new Motor Watch. $150 pre-order. They got a Motorola watch. Oh, the Moto Fold. I was actually gonna make a video on this phone. I might actually still do it. You're seeing it here first. The Moto, new Razor Fold. Oh, it's the Razor Fold. I thought it was gonna be called Moto G. No, it's a Razor. The Moto Razor Fold. Now this one is nice. Let's see some specs on it. Oh, I'm digging the camera. Yes, this thing looks nice. Oh shoot, look, you can put it like that to type. So you're sitting here first, guys. The Razor Fold, the Moto Razor Fold. Wow. And it comes in two colors. That blackish blue trim with the white one. It doesn't have no specs yet. Damn, I wanted to read some specs. Nice looking phone though. Definitely a nice looking phone. It's called the Razor Fold. And this thing needs to come out in the US market you know, if Motorola wants to survive the iPhone 17 lineup plus the new S26 lineup that comes out next month. They're gonna have to launch this shit on the US. Motorola has been really slacking in the US market. I wish they had the specs, guys, but it just says register. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving me those specs. Sorry about that, guys. It's not saying if it's you know It's not giving me no specs. Let's look at all phones, all smartphones. So we got the Moto G 2026. To me, this thing is garbage. It comes with 64 gigs of storage. It should have been 128. At this point, the base storage should be 128. Seriously. Then we got the Moto Edge 2025. We got the Moto Razr Ultra 2025. It comes with a headset. The headset look kind of cheap though, to be honest. Then we got the Moto Razr Ultra with 512 gigs, and it's pink, magenta pink, T-Mobile pink. Then we got the Motorola Razr Ultra 2025, Motorola. Okay, so this is. Oh, sorry guys, Motorola's flagship device. All you see is Motorola's, Moto Razors. Jesus Christ! This is the Moto G Power 2025. Moto G Power 2025. Then the rest are all razors. Look at this. It's all razors. Load more. Let's go here and load more. We got the Moto G 2025, the Moto Razr 2024, Moto Razr 2024. We got the Moto Edge 2024. We got the Moto G Stylus 2024, Moto G Stylus 2024, 5G. But they're both 5G. What the fudge? We got the Moto G Power 2024, Moto G 5G 2024, the Moto G 2020, Moto G Play 2024 with a headset, earbuds, whatever you want to call them. So that's the end. Motorola even gives you the phone cheaper than US Mobile, and this is an unlocked version. US Mobile wants 150 for the Moto G 2020, Moto G Power 5G 2024, and Motorola wants $20 less, 129. So Motorola needs to, get on their P's and Q's. Seriously, they really do. They really, truly do. Google.com. I am sorry, Google search. Google search. Is Motorola launching an Edge 2026? Mm, mm. I guess on a computer it doesn't show it, but it's called the Edge 70. I'm not reading all that, guys. I'm really not reading all that. Heck to the no. I'd rather get me be lazy and get Gemini to read it. I love Gemini. Me and Gemini are friends, guys. We are friends. I love Gemini. Gemini reads things for me and Gemini. We're gonna ask Gemini right now. Is is Motorola coming out with a Moto Edge 2026 for the US market?
As of late January 2026, there is no device officially branded as the Moto Edge 2026, specifically for the US market. However, Motorola has just overhauled its lineup, and the phone you are likely looking for has been rebranded. Here's the current situation for Motorola's premium Edge class phones in the United States. 1. The rebranded flagship, Motorola Signature. Motorola chose CES 2026, held earlier this month, to move away from the Edge name for its top-tier US flagship. The phone, known globally as the Edge 70 Ultra, is being marketed in the US as the Motorola Signature. Status: announced and coming to US carriers, Verizon, T-Mobile, and unlocked retailers in February-March 2026. Why it matters. It's an ultra-thin, under 7mm powerhouse with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 5, and, for the first time, a promise of 7 years of OS updates. 2. The mid-range gap, Edge 70 and Fusion. The standard Edge 70 and Edge 70 Fusion, the direct successors to the Edge 2024-2025, have launched in Europe, India, and Latin America. Historically, Motorola waits several months before bringing a light or Fusion version of these to the US, often rebranding them as a generic Motorola Edge 2026 later in the summer. Current status: not yet available in the US. If you see them online now, they are likely international gray market imports. 3. Already available, Moto G Power 2026. If you are looking for a new 2026 Motorola right now, the Moto G Power 2026 officially hit US shelves on January 8, 2026. While it's a budget phone, $299, it shares the new 2026 design language and features a 120Hz display. Quick comparison for US buyers. Model: US release window. Best feature: Motorola Signature, late Q1 2026. Ultra-thin flagship, 7 years of updates, Moto G Power 2026. Available now. $299 price point, 2-day battery life. Edge 70 Fusion, late 2026. Leaked with 7,000 mAh battery, not US bound yet. Summary: the Moto Edge 2026 doesn't exist by that name yet. If you want the best phone Motorola offers this year, look for the Motorola Signature when it hits stores in a few weeks. If you want a cheaper mid-ranger, you may have to wait until mid-2026 to see if they release a standard Edge model for North America. Would you like me to keep an eye on Verizon or T-Mobile's upcoming release calendars for the exact launch date of the Signature?
Yes.
Actually, there has been a major update regarding the Motorola Signature, the rebranded Edge for 2026, and its US availability. As of today, January 28, 2026, the situation with US carriers is a bit of a good news, bad news scenario. The current US status: while the phone was the star of CES 2026 in Las Vegas earlier this month, several major tech outlets, including 9to5 Google and Android headlines, are reporting that the Motorola Signature will not have a standard US carrier launch initially. Global launch: it officially launched in India and Europe on January 7, 2026. The US strategy: Motorola is currently focusing its US efforts on the Razr Fold, their first book-style foldable, and the Moto G 2026 series. The wait and see: there are rumors that a North American edition of the Edge series may arrive in summer 2026, but it is not currently listed on Verizon or T-Mobile's coming soon trackers for Q1. What you can get in the US instead. If you are waiting for an Edge class experience on a US carrier right now, these are your confirmed options. 1. Motorola Edge 2025. This remains the primary Edge model sold by Verizon and T-Mobile. It features the Dimensity 7400 and is currently seeing deep discounts as the 2026 G series rolls in.
Oh. Let's take a look at this Motorola Signature phone. They were going to launch it, now they backtracked it. That shit pisses me off. Images of the Motorola Signature. I didn't say videos, I said images. Let's see. It comes out in a gold color, has a pen. I'm gonna show you guys the phone, but I can't play the video because I don't know who this dude is. If it would have been one of my friends talking about it, then that's a whole different story. But this is somebody I don't know. So as you guys can see right here, These are the colors the signature is going to be in, like that white and that goldish color. Oh, what the fudge did I just? Oh, right here. This is the colors that is going to be in this white and this goldish color. So definitely a nice looking phone. Nice looking phone. So I kicked that off, guys, because like I told you guys, I don't know who the dude is, and I don't want no problems. YouTube, like I told you guys last time, YouTube updated their terms and conditions, and you got to watch whose video you're playing because they could serve you with a copy strike so fast you won't know what hit you. And I don't need no copy strikes, none at all. I didn't work this hard on this channel to be stressing about a copy strike. I'm Gucci. So had to plug in the computer because it's running low on battery on me. I don't even know what percentage it dropped down to. Oh, 30. So, let me show you guys on Google all the different pictures they got of the phone. Google Gemini, baby. Yeah, Gemini's the shit. Gemini's my buddy. Here we go. So these are the Motorola phones, guys, that Gemini was talking about. The phone that basically replaced the Edge, the signature. The Motorola signature. And it has a pen. There. Oh, God. Let me just do this. I gotta take it off this screen share and put it on the other one. Give me a second, guys. Because I want to show you the images that I'm looking at. Oh, right here. This is the phone that took over the Edge. The Motorola signature, as you guys can see right here. One is this gold color, and the other one's like this. Motorola signature, my first looks review. This thing looks nice. It looks mad premium. I mean, just look at the cameras. The cameras on the signature look mad premium. Like I really like the way the signature phone looks, to be completely honest. I'm digging the style. I'm still this style, the next whatever you call that. It's really nice. Really, really. And then this like aluminum frame around the cameras, the flash, just the way it looks. It looks elegant. It's like a nice elegant phone. So they're gonna work on their Razor Fold. That's what they want to promote first, the Razor Fold. So let's read some specs. Motorola uses let's say, edge aluminum for the frame, so it feels sleek. It even got military grade durability and IP68 and IPC69 ratings. It can withhold a arc in water and dust. Was that tested? So, whatever. Meaning that is water resistant, guys. In other words, water resistant. I'm not even use that. The mouse. I'm gonna use this trackpad that I got right here. Then we got Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 is the glass on it. And the camera has camera Sony sensor and AI everywhere. Okay. It has a 50 megapixel Sony LYTIA 8 is a f aperture, I guess f slash 1.6 and 2.44 p.m. whatever that means. Is sporting a Snapdragon 8 processor. Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 with 46%. Okay, it has 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage with UFS 4.1 storage, whatever that means. That's like super technical. I don't know about that. So definitely, guys, an elegant looking phone. 5,200 milliamp battery. I mean, the phone looks nice, man. The phone looks really. I'm kind of upset. It supports Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, 5G, dual SIM, nano SIM. This phone was supposed to go to T-Mobile and Android 16, so it has the newest software. I'm really upset. I really wanted this phone to come to my brother's here. I really wanted that Motorola to come to T-Mobile and Verizon. The thing looks beautiful. And then we what brand is this? The Redmi GT8 Pro. Nice looking phone. And X whatever that says. 15T Pro. And the Vivo. Oh shit. Vivo S50. First looks. Shit. This one has an outer display right here. Nice. Nice looking phones, man. Nice looking phones. I like the design of this Redmi phone. The plateau looks different. Like the colors too. Black, blue, like mint green, white, and blue. They're pretty thick too, and it looks durable. And it's IP69, IP68, and IP66 dust and water resistant. It has the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Oh yeah, this is a flagship. Uh, it has a 2K screen, 7,000 milliamp battery. Jesus Christ, a 7,000 milliamp battery. How big is this phone? It got 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. Good lord. It has a 2K screen with 144 reframe, you know, 144 hertz, 7,000 nits brightness. Damn. Oh, it has a 6.79-inch screen, AMOLED flexible screen with 144 refresh rate, QHD, 3,136 pixels per inch. Yo, this phone looks boss, yo. They're comparing it to a real camera. So the camera's got to be a beast of a camera. Then the front is the punch hole, 32 megapixel front facing camera with an aperture of f slash 2.4. And look at the back cameras with the flash. It records up to 4K up to 120 frames per second. Nice. 8K at 30 frames per second. Nice, 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 nice. Look at this 7,000 milliamp battery. Thing is freaking huge. 7,000 milliamp battery. Wow. Too bad these phones don't come out for the US. 120-watt charger. You see that? It supports up to 120-watt charger, guys. That is amazing. That is definitely amazing. This is a beast of a freaking phone. I'm telling you, China makes some boss phones. Shit. This thing looks like a beast. Android 16 right out the box. I love the phone. I'm in love with this phone. Then we got this Vivo phone. Vivo 60e, my first looks review. Review. I mean, this is for females or guys that like these colors. Rose gold and pink. Oh man. Damn, look at this one. This thing looks crazy. This is called the Red Magic, right? Yeah, Red Magic 11 Pro. And the Samsung Galaxy F17. I didn't even know Galaxy had an F series. That's crazy. The Samsung Galaxy F17. But I want to look at this one. The Red Magic. Yo, this thing looks boss, yo. OMG. OMG. Shit, I don't know. Look at this shit, yo. Straight fuego. Straight fire. Straight fuego looking Androids. I'm telling you, I love Androids. I never said I didn't like Androids. I love Androids. And when they look like this futuristic and they just look at these phones, man. Especially these two in the middle. You can see where your wireless charger, your Qi charger goes. That coil is right there. Like that. These phones just look like monsters, guys. These phones are out of this world. These phones, these are all Chinese brands. Yeah, I know. I know that, broski. They're Chinese brands. That's what I'm saying. China makes great phones, man. I'm telling you, these phones are nice. When I mean nice, I mean nice. I'm not even joking. I'm being that serious. These shits, they go hard. They seriously go hard. Jesus. Look at this. I don't care how big and bulky they are. They go hard. Look at that. IPX8. What? IPX8 water resistant. It has the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Look at that. It has a beast of a freaking processor. It has a 7,500 milliamp battery. 34 hours on one use for one day. 34 hours. Jesus Christ. 7,080-watt fast charging. Jesus Christ. 144 hertz refresh rate. 1,800 nits. Look at when you're playing a game on it. What? This phone is a freaking beast. Definitely a beast. In display fingerprint reader. AI dual SIM. Man. Oh shit, Honor. Honor with my first looks. I want to see this F series from Samsung though. I really do want to see that. And let's see what else we got down here. We got the Samsung S26 Ultra, my first looks. Is that really the Ultra? I gotta take a look at this. Wow. It's orange. They copied off the iPhone. Oh shit. January 26th, this was posted. Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Oh, look at the colors though. We got black, white, blue, and purple. Oh shoot. I'm getting you a head type free reviews of Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, but since it's not officially out yet, this review is based on the list. Okay, okay, gotcha. On the renders. If it looks like this, I'm liking it a lot. I'm dead serious. If it's like this, look, it's the same orange as the iPhone. I hope you guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. The blue one looks nice. Yes, it does, bro. Yes, it does. This orange, they caught the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra copied off the 17 Pro, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna sell. Samsung was smart for this. Seriously, they were definitely smart for this, for copying off of Apple, because this phone is definitely gonna sell, guys. This orange looks nice. I mean, nice, nice. Let me close out this other window. I got open. Nice, nice. That's the Ultra and the S26. I mean, 17 Pro Max and the S26 Ultra. They're the same size. Look at this purple. This reminds me of that Venos purple. And this silver. Damn, it looks like titanium. The phone look, oh man, this thing looks like a beast. And it got the SIM tray in the bottom now. And the pen right here. 5,200 milliamp battery. 35 hours of use. 120 watts. Oh, it supports 120 shipping with 100 watts or 120-watt charger. Wow. Wow. It supports up to 120 watts of fast charging. Yo, this. And either comes with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 or the Samsung Exynos 2600. Either one I think is good. My God. Yeah, I gotta call my boy. I'm like, bro, you gotta get that mother loving and the One Plus 15. Oh my God. I'm gonna send him the pictures of the colors. I know he's gonna, "Ah, I don't like orange." I'm gonna send him the pictures. I'm gonna send him the pictures right now. He might even call me. I'm gonna send them to him right now. Where you at? Julio. Julio. My homie Julio. I love RCS messaging. Deliver. I see. That's the S26 Ultra, bro. Which color are you gonna get? I don't know if he's talking to his boo. I think he probably is. Let me see. Let me call him real quick. If he's talking to his girl, he's gonna send me the voicemail. If he's not, he'll answer.
No.
Bro,
No.
what color would you get? That's the S26 Ultra, bro. I'm looking at it.
El azul más o menos nuevo.
Oh, you like the baby blue one? Yeah, that one's nice. I like the design, bro. I like the design a lot. It looks really nice. I like
The
that
black look
design.
good, but I like the blue one. Si lo hubiera in green, but I don't think they have it in green.
No, no, it's only black, white, and purple and blue, bro.
Like the blue one.
Yeah. I don't know if it's looking like that, bro. I might get the S26. You know, the regular one.
That one. Oh. But my bad boy, I can't get it now. Much later.
No, I know, bro. I know. But it looks
You
nice,
like it?
bro. Looks really
Yeah.
nice.
But I'm gonna be smart. I'm not gonna buy them. Yo no lo voy a comprar a ellos cover ahí. I'm gonna buy the cover allá abajo que lo venden barato.
Yeah. Or you
Yeah.
go, I can order it for you on Amazon, you know?
They'll fuck you up with $50 for fucking cover.
I know, bro. But you can get it
But
on Amazon cheaper.
yeah, but I can get it cheaper down there, like for maybe $15 or 10.
Yeah, but you got to make sure it covers the phone really good, bro. I know
Yeah.
nothing that where you drop it, the phone is a goner. 'Cause you know, this phone's going to cost a lot of money.
Lo primero que le voy a poner es ¿cómo le dice? Cover ese glass protector. Lo primero que lo pongo yo.
Yeah. Well, está bien era para eso because I'm doing a live stream. I'll call you when I'm done.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah, estoy esperando que esta me llame, que yo te iba a llamar, pero I don't know.
All right, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, so my boy, he's a Samsung fanatic. Right now, he has the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. So he's due for an upgrade. You know, my boy stays with the phone for a long time. And it still works good. You know, you sounds clear and everything. Still works good, but he wants this one. He said he's gonna get the blue one. And I think the Ultra looks nice. Galaxy S26 Ultra will be phone of the year if they improve charging speeds and well, that's what it says here, OG Tech. It says the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is supposed to support 100 to 120 watts fast charging, bro. That's just crazy. Let me see. Let me go down. That's down here. And it's going to have a 200 megapixel camera. See right here? 200 megapixel main sensor. So this one right here on the top is going to be 200 pixels. Jesus Christ, that is overkill. Overkill. Hold on. I went down too far. Where was it that I was reading about charging speeds of somewhere around here? Mm-hmm. 'Cause let me just use this little button that I got right here, which is way better. You see, I know it was somewhere around here where I seen 100 to 120 watts of fast charging. 6.9-inch screen. Let me see. M14 OLED display, of course. A great display, like always. I think it's right here. 5,000 milliamp battery. Yeah, 35. Yeah, it's right here. 35 hours of video playback. And right here, CSS. Phone ships with 100 to 120 watt charging. That's full charge in 30 minutes. You see? That is crazy. This phone is going to support USB Type C that shoots out 100 to 120 watts. You're going to get full battery in 30 minutes. That's unheard of. That is definitely unheard. Well, we heard about that, but not from Samsung. You know, this is them Oppo phones and them Chinese phones. Not something that's like basically drawn to the US market. Can you search up iPhone 18 Pro? I mean, yeah, but I don't know what renders is gonna give me. We can search that up right now. Oh shoot. I gotta go back on Google. Google search. Say no. Renders of the iPhone 18 Pro. Images. Well, according to FPT, John Prosser, uh, you know, the phone's gonna have this like this punch hole on the left, and everything's gonna be in the display. And then the colors are supposed to be replacing the orange is either gonna be burgundy, brown, or purple, replacing the orange because they're gonna keep the blue and the white one. So they're gonna replace the orange with one of these colors: burgundy, brown, or purple. And this is basically how it would look in hand with the camera right there on the left. The 18 Pro, which you guys already know I'm gonna get the 18 Pro. That's just, and right here it even says it, the render. It says FPT, front page tech. I think that to play it safe, to be, in my honest opinion, to play it safe, I think that Apple is most likely going to go with brown. Is most likely going to go with brown. And I would literally love to see a brown iPhone 18 Pro. The burgundy and purple look alright, but brown is a color that I have never ever seen on an iPhone. And I'm pretty sure none of you guys have either. And you gotta remember, we're also gonna get the 18 Fold. So they're saying the 18 Pro Fold. Yeah. So, but I don't know if it's gonna be an 18 Pro or they're just gonna call it the iPhone Fold or whatever the case may be. Whatever Apple decides to call it. So definitely, guys, I loved it being here with you guys. Appreciate you guys still watching, but I'm tired. Yesterday, I went and took a nap. I'm just tired. I don't get enough sleep. I go to sleep like around 6 a.m. and I gotta wake up at 11 to go. You know what I'm saying? So definitely your boy gotta go get this money, and take care. God bless and be safe. And I'm definitely gonna catch you guys on the next one. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. You know. And if I offended anybody that loves US Mobile, I am truly sorry. And I'm being serious. But you gotta make better decisions because I don't think US Mobile is the best decision for you. Shop around, see what's out there. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to one carrier that's only giving you a discount for 12 months is not really the way to go. It's my best suggestion. But other than that, guys, like I already said, take care. God bless and be safe. Turn, smash that like button to help the live stream out, get more people to view it. Also, subscribe to to Carlos as Tech, Steam Mobile Tech, my Alex Raw Audio channel, the Chill Jenny. Tito changed his name to Tito E, Little Mac and JTV, and that's did I forget anybody? Oh, Magic Tech Reviews, B Tech Reviews, Tech for Your Needs. Also, that Tech for Your Needs. Oh yeah, what's his name? Texo channel, Iceberg OG Tech. That's in here. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, man. I was hoping my new titanium chime card, I was gonna be able to use it today to buy something. But sadly, because of stupid Uber, I'm getting a new card number. So this one doesn't work. Shaking my head. But anyway, guys, take care. God bless and be safe. You already. And thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.